man, what does that look like? I know. I thought it was kind of funny though. So I'm going to try something that's going to be pretty challenging. It may not look like much in the video, but I assure you, it's got some pretty big divots and it's really soft. So down here is going to be the hard part. So this is a pretty steep grade. Divot here, divot here. Big divots here. And it's super soft where people have dug in. But I'm going to try it. And I am under full load. Okay, well, it handled like a champ. I thought it'd be a little more difficult, but having the new tires on, putting in the new sway bar, and taking the airbag bottoms off, my first really test. And so on the day, I didn't put in the Daystart cradles. I just basically have been running it for a couple of weeks now. You see right there, without any bottoms of the airbags, and it's doing just fine as well. I got the white knuckle sliders on, and I got the Thurin fabrication sway bar. So again, it doesn't look like much, especially on the video, but those divots down there, I mean, you know, the climb on that one divot right there is probably, you know, 2.5 feet just coming out of it, and it's soft sand. But I'm going to continue going. The rest of this route's really not too bad. It just kind of cuts through, and just testing a little bit before I have a bigger event coming up at the end of May. That is a really good opportunity. I'm going to have a chance to go out and have some fun with the truck. Probably not extreme off-roading, but a fun overlanding trip. All right, we're going to continue down the rest of this little trail here. It's just a little quick bypass off of the main route. I'm on, Camp Millennium on Fort Irwin. It's a little recreation area on the installation, and I'm actually out here getting land nav points, so I can have someone practice do some land nav. They have a school they're going to, so I'm helping them out. So this is just a little spur that someone has been out here, and you know, it's hard to see it's kind of in this camera, but you know, there's some massive rocks out here in tight areas, and like I said, I'm just kind of putting this to the test to see how it's going to do, and so far it's doing just fine. I do not want to get up on that rock right there. Ooh, I'm starting to tilt a little bit here and list, and I'm going to come down on this, so let's get out and take a look. I don't want to hit this rock. That's why I'm trying to save my door. Yeah, so I'm coming up on this right here. So I need to either back up and take this wider, or if I start turning it right now, I should be able to clear it. See, I'm listing quite a bit here. So I think I'm going to back up, try to cut over a little bit so I don't come all the way up on this rock. Now, just to show you what I mean about the Daystar cradles. See them here or not? There we go. So they're up. I just unbolted them from the bolt point, and so they're just sitting there on that flat portion on the axle. I've been running like that for a couple weeks. I'm going to continue running them that way to see how they do. I think they're going to be just fine. I don't think they're going to be any problem whatsoever. I don't see any reason why I need to do the Daystar cradles. And yeah, and even if I got some thorns in my saddle. Even if I kept coming, I would probably wind up hitting the slider, which is what it's there for. But again, I'm going to back up and let's see here. That's about level, so it's pretty good little tilt. But if I can back up and get my tire to come over that smaller hump right here, then I think I'll be good. So that's the thing about spotting yourself, is you just got to keep getting out. So on technical sections, progress can be slow. You know, if I was in a Jeep, it'd be a lot easier, but in this big old behemoth, right now my weight's about 10,000 pounds. Between the treehouse, water, food, extra fuel, all the stuff I have in the back, I've probably got about 1,000 pounds of payload right now. Give or take. Anywhere from 750 to 1,000. I don't know the exact amount. So it's just gonna come down here, this little section here, and then we're gonna move on around, and the road is right down there in that V down there. I've had this in a lot of situations, so I'm really comfortable in a full-size rig, pushing this to its limits. But with the simple Bilstein leveling coils, the white knuckle sliders, the airbags, and the Turin sway bar with 37s, and they're really not 37s, they're Nexen Rhodian MTRs. And I measured them with I had to recalibrate my speedometer using the ProCal, the AV ProCal module, and they're 35.85 is what they really are. So, you know, but that's the case with a lot of these 37s. The BFGs are not true 37s. Your Nittos, Toyos, I think they're true 37s, but and it's fine. What I have These tires, these Dexter Meridians, they run great. So far I've got, I think 10 or 15,000 miles on them. The wear and tread on them has been great. And they're a little noisy, but you know, they're an MTR. So they've been really great tires so far. I think I'm gonna continue running them. You know, and I got a really good deal on these. I would have never, I was gonna buy BFG's KM3s or KO2 37s. When I went to pick up these Cattler rims, AEV rims or wheels, the guy I bought them from, it was a shop, and he's like, hey, I got these 37s that someone bought or was gonna buy but backed out of. Do you want them? I'll give them to you for 1,100 bucks for 5. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, 37s, 1,100 bucks. Oh yeah, that's cheaper than what my 33 KO2s cost. So I was a bit leery about them. I did some research on them, and there's not a whole lot of information out there, but the research I did find was positive, and in my experience has been super positive. I run 50 PSI all around all the time, and off-road I'll go down to 35 PSI. But these can go up to 80, which a lot of these 37s can't go up to 80, but these can go up to 80. So if you are towing a heavy load, you can still push them up to 80. So I got my first little scuff on my white knuckle sliders. You can see it right there on the rock. And I heard it when I came off of it. I heard a ding. I was like, that's a new sound. And just a little scratch right there. But I mean, I just take a little Rust-Oleum and she'll be good. Just a quick little video. It's funny that I got $14,000 worth of video equipment, recording gear, cameras, gimbals, drones, and 70% of the time I just use my phone. So, yeah, it was just a quick little soiree. I really can't play anymore. I got to go out and find these points. I'm kind of on a timeline. I thought I would record it, throw it up here on, just so people can see where I'm at with my current build. I've got some videos backed up, but I've been kind of busy and I haven't really pushed out the video. I have one ready to go on YouTube, but I really wasn't happy with it, so I got to go back and re-edit it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little outing, and I'll record some more. I got a lot more content coming, and we're heading to Hawaii, so got a lot of fishing, sup fishing, and then offshore fishing. I'm probably going to focus on it quite a bit, and hiking and backpacking. So the content may change, but we're still out here having fun.